wanted to provide a very informative update on the current state of NAOMI 2. I was going to do a video yesterday, but I wasn't really liking how my narration turned out. But it was worth waiting because today we have a build that runs Rollback on all the games. It doesn't work so well on my machine because it seems to think that both players are being controlled by player 1, but it does work, and it will work with a friend. You just have to use direct IP. So make sure you both have a save state for net play. Make sure that you're on the same version of the game, and make sure you're on the same build of Flycast, and then you'll be able to play this game in all of its glory online. There's been a lot of lighting fixes, and it really shows. The characters don't really look like they're covered in baby oil anymore, and the stages now properly render. You can even see here on these iron pipes, although this is only for per pixel transparency sorting, but they do disappear properly, so you can actually see what's going on. However, on other sorting methods, you're going to get the same issues as before, where things can get obscured sometimes. The next big thing I want to touch on is that the water reflections have been fixed. I mean, on widescreen you're going to get some weird stuff happening, but I mean that's just par for the course. It's widescreen. These games weren't made to run in 16:9. They were made to run in 4:3. But other than that, the game looks really, really, really good. There's still some issues with lighting here and there, but they're relatively minor at this point. This is damn near arcade accurate. Just missing a couple things. And what I want to point out is the specular color. On Lei Fei here, you can notice like his skin and his clothes, they aren't quite as lit as you would expect from this game. On the arcade version, it's really easy to see like how shiny the characters are sometimes. It's kind of like a hallmark of lighting of the time. But here, the lighting is almost sort of subdued, but it's not too noticeable. It is, however, noticeable in a situation like this. You'll notice that the sand, while it has the texture that you would expect and the level of shininess, the lighting doesn't seem to reflect that at all. It's like you're playing at night, but everywhere else it looks to be daytime. It's like the sun rays aren't really being absorbed by the sand and reflecting back. That's contradictory. Oh well. And the other example is Akira himself. He has like a grayish gi now, which is not normal for him. He has a white gi. And this is because while the specular maps are there, the colors themselves seem to be either missing or they're just not being rendered correctly. So I'm pretty sure this will be fixed in due time. Don't worry about it. There are some more specific glitches, but this is actually one that got fixed this build. Originally, in my my previous video that I was making, those helicopter lights were actually broken. However, in this iteration of the emulation, it's been fixed. So the lights on the helicopters do not look like they have a hole in the middle of them. Instead, they look like lights. The hangar stage also got its lighting fixed. It's no longer looking like the Shadow Realm, but more like a futuristic hangar like it should look like. So these fixes are coming in pretty rapidly, so anything that is remaining I'd expect it to be sorted out here pretty soon. This also could be an issue on my end, but for some reason, the color icons for the cursor and for the names seem to be flip-flopped. I don't know why. They just are. It doesn't really affect the game, but I think it's just a really weird thing. It could be because of widescreen, could be because of the build itself, I don't know. Just a really small thing though, it doesn't really matter. I think we've really come a long way already, even in just a couple days. We've seen this much progress. It is really impressive, and I'm super excited to see Virtua Fighter 4 on Flycast soon.